think artists respond to their environments, wherever they are, whatever culture they belong to, and we have a lot of waste in this society. And so we started using that in our artwork, in our sculptures. A lot of it's gone into music instruments.
So they're like, oh, Junior's not touching it, so let's, out it goes. We repair anything that we can. We salvage things, we take things apart, we clean them up, we solder and fix things, and then we reconfigure them into something new, and then add things that don't necessarily belong there and make it into a work of art. This piece of wood was a kitchen countertop at an old brownstone building in Boston. It was being gutted, and this was in the dumpster. The neck is made from the same wood. All the hardware is salvaged from older instruments, including the pickups. Here's a little button from my grandmother's sewing kit in there. So I have a little bit of my abuela.
I love the part about the materials, even the ones that go into the instruments, that have history to it. That we have where this wood was for the past 100 years, where this metal was, how it was found.
It still works as a vent, and you can actually change the sound by opening and closing that vent.
It doesn't really do us well just to be discarding them, because there's hidden cost to that as well, of what we lose in terms of people that work in communities repairing things. That's actually something that we've discovered, again, working out of a lab at the landfill, just how many things are interrelated between materials, artists, strength of communities, things like that.
That's all trash, buried for about 30 years. That's a lot of trash there. I mean, these guys can basically take anything they can find. Well, obviously anything you can find here. Look at the fish, all right? That all came from here. It was rubbish, trash. It was going to get transferred out of here in a truck, but it didn't quite make it. Look what we got. So it's good.
In the landfill, you'll see people come by and they'll have the things that they just had to have 5 years ago, 3 years ago, the must-haves, the things that were advertised on TV, and then they just can't get rid of it fast enough. It becomes part of the waste cycle.
It always felt bad to me throwing things away, perfectly good pieces of wood, you know, and putting it in the dumpster. It just seemed wrong. We've got a bad habit with our culture. Until we start to really find a way to reduce the amount of stuff that's going into the landfills, find a way to useful way to capture that. I think artists working in landfills, this is a great idea. They should be part of the full-time staff as far as we're concerned. You know?